Stock ladies and gentlemen, today is May the 13th, 2020. We're going to be talking about AEW. Before we get to AEW's results, ladies and gentlemen, NXT made, technically DX made an announcement about NXT and an NXT takeover that will be happening on June 7th. There's going to be an NXT takeover called In Your House. If you guys don't know what WWE's In Your House is, it was from 1990s. It wasn't a big pay-per-views. It was just to try to make a pay-per-view for everything. Because in 1990s, they didn't have pay-per-view every single month. So they tried to make some pay-per-views for people to have to be entertained in the 1990s. And now they're going to do this with NXT because they can't really do big NXT takeovers that's before the big pay-per-views that's happening. Like they normally do it for like SummerSlam. Even for WrestleMania they didn't have it. Now they're going to have this. Sorry, I got a cough right now. Now we're going to have this NXT takeover In Your House. I want to see what happens in this NXT takeover. I do want to see it. But speaking of a whole bunch of pay-per-views, we have some matches that got added for AEW's Double or Nothing. We have the Casino Battle Royal. Casino Ladder match, I meant. We have some people in there. I will name all the matches here on for AEW's pay-per-view Double or Nothing. Let me pop it up here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know Cody and Lance Archer, MJF, and okay. So this is the there's going to be 9 guys in this Casino Battle Royal ladder match. Oh my God, I'm getting messed up here. There's going to be 9 guys in this Casino ladder match to become the number contender to the AEW World Championship. So we already have Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, and Rey Fenix. We need 5 more guys to be in this ladder match. And they're not, nobody got called who's going to be in it. I believe they're doing it on social media. If you guys want to see it, go on their Twitter or their Instagram, their Facebook, anything. Some people will be talking about it. So let's see what happens. Next match, we have Nyla Rose, champion, defending her title against Cheetah in a no disqualification and no count match. I will tell you guys why when we do the results. Then we have Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander. I will tell you why they're bursting on the results, because it happened there. And then we have a pre-show. It will be a tag team match. The Private Party making their return on TV. Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn versus the Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent, in a tag team match determine the number contenders for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Then we have the Elite versus the Inner Circle. We have Matt Hardy and the Elite, because Matt Hardy's not part of the Elite. We have Adam Page making his return. Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson will be making their return as well because Nick Jackson got hurt and Matt Jackson doesn't fight without Nick Jackson. Then we have the Inner Circle. We have Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz. All 4 of them? Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana. All 5 of them, I mean. In a Stadium Stampede match. I guess this is like a replacement of Blood and Guts. I want to see what it is. Let's see what happens. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to our big matches that are happening here and why some of these matches are happening at Double or Nothing. So we have Best Friends versus the Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. It was a pretty good match. I love Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. I love the tag team. But the winner of that match, because of Rey Fenix, came out of nowhere with a kick in the head of Orange Cassidy. And then MJF came out to attack Then we had Wardlow attacking Marco Stunt, throwing him into the barricade, but the referee was distracted because of Orange Cassidy was knocked out by a super kick. Oh my god, like seriously, it was like a karate kick. Right in the head. And the referee got distracted, and then Chuck Taylor and Trent got the win, beating Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Then we will have a 4-way match for in the women's division. We have Chris Stanlander versus Britt Baker versus Ford versus Sheeta in a 4-way match. It's not a Nordic contendership, but ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match was Sheeta. Britt Baker almost had a chance to break the pin, but ladies and gentlemen, she was more focused on doing her finisher on Chris Stanlander on outside the ring. We forgot about Cody Rhodes and Lance Archer. Lance Archer was supposed to have an interview, and Jake Roberts as well, to have apologized to Brandy Rose of what happened with the snake and got DDT'd, but that was Britt Baker. That wasn't Jake Roberts. But he said he won't do it because in the ring, this is a man's world, and what women should do is go home and cook and clean and all this stuff. Like a lot of people say about women are strong. But Cody came out he drove his truck into the arena. I believe it's an outside arena because, he didn't take that long to get out, and we saw Lance Archer fighting them. So they fight, and ladies and gentlemen, when Lance Archer almost got his butt kicked, Jake Roberts told him to get out of the ring. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we got a match between Chris Stanlander and Britt Baker, because of what happened. And she wanted to stop with the submission after the match, and it was still happening. That's why we have Britt Baker versus Chris Stanlander at Double or Nothing. Sheeta versus Nyla Rose happened because, I guess it's going to happen, because she's the #1 ranking in the women's division. So that happened, but how he got into a no disqualification and no count-out match is that Sheeta was about to have an interview, got interrupted by Nia Rose, and she says you're forgetting something, and she whacked her with a stick. So that's how that happened. Then we have the Inner Circle people, Santana and Ortiz versus Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega in a normal tag team match. It was a pretty decent match. It was good, but the winner of that match was Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega. And Sammy Guevara trying to get himself interfere. Didn't work out. He lost. Then we have MJF versus a jobber. I've never seen somebody took this long to destroy a jobber, but he got the win. He still got the win, and ladies and gentlemen, he has a match next week against Marco Stunt. Because Marco Stunt has an open contract. I guess he could fight anyone, whoever signs the contract. And Marco Stunt versus MJF. Then we have Chris Jericho versus the Pineapple Pete. The guy that Chris Jericho hates and won't stop telling everybody on commentary, get rid of Pineapple Pete. His name is Sugar D, if you guys want to know who it was. Pineapple Pete, and he wants to be called Pineapple Pete now. That's why I put it on here, Pineapple Pete. It was a pretty decent match. Pineapple Pete has some offense there, and Chris Jericho with the juice effect, he gets the win. But ladies and gentlemen, this is how we got the Stampede match. He did the Inner Circle challenge the Elite to a match at a Stadium Stampede match. We don't know what that means. Nobody knows. There's no rules of it. And then they want to know the answer, and we got the answer by Vanguard 1. The drones came out with a tiny little Inner Circle shirt, and his screen says, "We accept." So that means Elite and Matt Hardy accepted the match at Double or Nothing against the Inner Circle. But Mr. Chris Jericho says we have another member of the Inner Circle, and that's Mr. Floyd, the baseball bat. And he start whacking the Vanguard with a bat, and they start yelling at Vanguard 1. Here comes Matt Hardy, and he got upset. He was crying because Vanguard 1 got beat up. Got broken in pieces. Then we have Brody Lee versus Christopher Daniels. I thought it was a pretty decent match. It was good, but the winner of that match was Brody Lee with a distance clothesline, and ladies and gentlemen, he wasn't done there. Well, he was done there. And then Jon Moxley came out and started attacking the followers of Mr. Brody Lee. And ladies and gentlemen, he had some words, and then after the words, he went back out of the ring to attack the same guy he'd be destroyed because he was outside. One of the followers was outside and threw him over the barricade. He's ticked off, ladies and gentlemen. He's upset. Ladies and gentlemen, NXT, we had a tag team title match. We had Finn Balor making his return, and we found out who's the attacker. I won't be telling you guys that until tomorrow's video. If you guys can't wait for it, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well to be notified. And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below. And like I said, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Tyler is out. Bye.